Good morning, guys. I only have 17 minutes left on my phone storage. I really need to get stuff off of there. It is 7:04 a.m. on Friday, the 45th day I'm doing this. And last night, I kind of didn't want the night to end because it was such an awesome feeling. But at like 11, I turned on a meditation. Yay. Turned off my earbuds, like took them out. And done some ironic, but I've done some brainstorming about the brain, and I'm creating an acronym for brain that I'm super excited about. Because here's the thing, like, this isn't just cutesy, like, oh, that's fun. This is how the brain learns and locks onto things. So we're going to use the brain to learn about the brain. Like, when with teaching, you do the zone of proximal development. Like, the more the kid or anyone, but I'm just saying, can relate to what you're talking about, the easier it sticks in their brain because there's already a neural pathway developed. So I'm just saying, I do love to be creative, but that also is very effective. And I'm making a list of like different tools we can use. I basically want the like, general outline of each meeting to be about the same because repetition, but also novelty. So different tools, and, I want this to be applicable to anybody that wants it and could benefit from it, which is really anybody. But what I mean is, like, kind of, if this framework could work for anybody to improve their quality of life. The most powerful thing you can do, truly, and I just woke up, clearly, but I feel like compelled to share this. Like, the most powerful thing you can freaking do is learn how to feel feelings of authentic and natural happiness, joy, confidence, that kind of thing, regardless of external. It really is true. I'm experiencing it, So that is ultimately what I want to teach people, because external things can change. They do change. They're constantly changing. They're out of our control. They say insanity is doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result. I respectfully disagree. Insanity is taking responsibility for things that you don't have any control over. That'll make you go insane. Like, well, I'm responsible for this, but you can't control it. But I'm responsible for it, but you can't control it. Then what do I do? And I'm not talking about things you can't influence, but like something you have zero control, Like, it's storming outside, let's say. I always use the weather because that's something no one has control over, clearly, and you control, like, your beliefs, but I'm talking about the actual weather itself. And this kind of happened to me. My daughter was younger and she'd be like, "Make it stop raining." And I'm like, I can't. Like, don't do that to me because I want to, but I can't. So, but here's the thing. When you have that awareness, which is one of the letters, you realize how insane it is to keep trying to control something you can't control. But then the freedom comes when you're like, I'm going to let go of this illusion of control. I'm going to take this weight off my shoulders because there's nothing I can do about it. Okay, I need to go delete some stuff because my phone's completely out of storage. So, love you guys.